It seems that Ubisoft is becoming the most hated game company and they aren't happy about it. Hello there, how's today? I'm Mega Kita there. So obviously today random chat we are going to talk about Ubisoft, who have been under fire for who knows how long when, and actually for many good reasons. And after this random chat, I think you guys will be wondering like, so you add new reason to hate Ubisoft, and I won't bring you guys for how I'm going to talk about Ubisoft in this random chat. Even I myself is not going to defend Ubisoft. Even when I have a few acquaintances who used to work with Ubisoft, I kind of like understand that maybe there is a reason why they kind of quit before anything happened. So obviously today, before we're going to talk about, it's like we have to understand what is the word term ghost job. Ghost job actually basically mean a phantom job or a job that is not real, and that they are just kind of like posted by company as a PR, meaning that's basically mean that they're trying to not get targeted by government or being called out for not trying to hire people when they in fact already have no one they don't want to hire in the first place. So it kind of even funnier that the allegations kind of like was start out from a so-called joke by a Japanese YouTuber where he talk about how the company Ubisoft trying to hire a native Japanese localization tester from China. And obviously I thought it would be not real until when I go to their own website to search it out and click on city like Tokyo or Chengdu, and actually kind of like apparently it's true. Right next to my head is basically they want to hire a native Japanese person from China. So what does that mean? It can be taken as a meaning that they do not want to hire anyone, and even if the person do reach that criteria where it's a China people who is able to speak Japanese very damn well, who is a native Japanese person or maybe from Japan itself who actually moved to China along the line, they would just say that no, we're gonna not hire you, or there's already someone better on a way. So it just basically being put up as a PR. This basically is not real. What even more funnier is that this is not just the only job they are trying to put out. If you look next to it, it's called Brand Lead Korea. They trying to, instead of hiring a person who is from Korea or a person who know about Korean marketing from Korea itself, they hire a person from, you guess it, Tokyo. So I guess that Tokyo might be aware of Korea marketing more than Korea themselves at this point of time, which is ridiculous. But I guess in their word, not impossible, but who knows? I mean, like it's really kind of like they can just outright just deny the position in the first place, because if anyone apply for it and they say, hey, there's someone who is have reached the criteria, let's go and send a message say thank you for application, but apparently there's we got someone else freeing the job, so sorry for your application, but we hope to hear from you again, something along that line. So when you actually look at it, it's really just show how much of a bastard the company can be. But who can we blame at this point of time? Because when you look at the game company who is already kind of like putting out this and having kind of like questionable thing, yeah, I think the best way if you want to hire by the company, you have to actually mention these 2 points. And I mentioned in my previous chat as well. You have to admit that you are not a male, whether you are a male or not, and that you are a game hater or hate gamers along the line, and they will just definitely welcome you to Ubisoft with an open arm. Actually, more so that right now they seem to be wanting to hire more female than male, even though Ubisoft actually start out with more male when it was first launched or was first founded. Interestingly, so actually they're trying to say that hey, female game developer know more games than male developer, or there is more female gamers, that's why they need more female developer because they are catering for female. But it's really kind of like very stupid in my view, is that if they are trying to cater to female gamers, then you should be well aware is that there is a lot of people that is male gamers and there is a huge market for it. So trying to deny that market is trying to doom your company to much failure, because you are denying that market. You are denying the part where you are hoping to gain more from that instead of going with the one you going. So if you're going with like DI, LGBTQ or what's of just only for female gamers and putting up like ugly character along the line, sooner or later the female gamers are going to just turn back on you and say that hey, that's not how we are, because lo and behold, they are good looking gamers who are females. Who do I know? So that it's kind of like trying they are trying so damn hard to indicate that there is no good-looking female gamers, but in fact there is so many out there, and them trying to say that, hey, we're gonna make ugly female because we are modeling those after what a female gamer is, and the female gamer just outright say that no, that's not how we are. Yeah, I think they are just trying to outright say that they claim they know, but in fact they don't, and it's really kind of like questioning, like from the first when I say about who have they been hiring, maybe people that is not really meant for the job in the first place. And it's not the first time they trying to so-called hire people for this kind of job in the first place, because I actually covered in my own random chat that they are trying to hire haters into game company, or even like company from Sweet Baby Inc. who admit their goal was to burn the game industry to the ground. So it's like, what were they doing? They're trying to just hire a hidden SBI employee as a so-called Japanese consultant, when in fact it's not even a Japanese consultant. It's just basically someone who just named themselves Japanese and they claim themselves as Japanese. Wow, I guess my name being a Japanese might have got a lot of people mistaken that I'm a Japanese. Just because I live in Kyoto for 6 years, Tokyo I live for 1 month, doesn't that make me a Japanese, alright? 日本語ができるのに日本人じゃないんです。It's that simple. So at the end of the day, it's really weird that how people even hire like Quack historian, or trying to get people like saying like it's all a fake Japanese consultant along the line, and I've been calling them Quack. And when you kind of like sitting down and think that, hey, maybe they've been hiring not the right people. Yeah, initially I was like thinking maybe they wasn't aware, but when you look at their position all this time, I don't think that's the case anymore. They just freaking admit in their own website with a lot of education, with a lot of rumor, with a lot of proof that they have been hiring not the right people from the first get-go. They have been trying to destroy the game from the first start, and they aren't wrong to say it as such. Even when they say that, oh, let's get Yasuke, a black guy from a Quack historian along the line. Yeah, what could have went wrong? Apparently a lot. So it's really kind of weird that why would they even go about it. And when you think about it, it's really just that they've been hiring on a bias moment instead of looking carefully for the right people. They have been hiring a lot, and I won't be even surprised when their company actually do get sell out and go into private, and they're gonna, if the rumor is true that they're gonna lose 5,000 to 8,000 employees, I'll be eating popcorn at my house, drinking a soda coke and having fun, because I will be happy, having a happy moment at, oh, you're gonna cry. But it's not only the first people that are gonna cry at this point of time. The employee may be one thing, but actually more so that when even they themselves are now attacking gamers and trying to cry wolf along the line, saying that, oh, you guys just hate the game company, you guys just don't like us along the line. But it's actually even more so that it was not the employees anymore, but the director position holder at this point of time. So a person by the name Steven Shell, I have no idea how to pronounce his name, but he's apparently is the modelization director at Ubisoft. And from what I do know is that he just outright put a post and indicating that why would you guys hate us? I'm really ashamed of being part of this community. Yeah, which community are you talking about? The game community or the game company itself? So it's actually even more so that the gamers themselves start talking about how can we wish a company to feel? Well, when the company start liking the gamers or trying to put out game that is having full of bugs, not playable, or even having a lot of political agenda in the first place, and people obviously aren't happy about it. It's the same thing like when they say that they want to put a black samurai into Assassin's Creed Shadow because it was later rumored that they want to use the Black Lives Matter at that time and put it into the game, and not realizing that at that time that you having a black people going around killing Asian people, that's also what Black Lives Matter is against in the first place. It's against racism. So you're asking a black people going around killing Japanese people, is that what you want? I think it won't be wrong to say that the reason why Stop ASEAN hate never get off is because of the Black Lives Matter in the first place, whether we all like it or not. But again, it's really kind of like just show how out of touch the people out there are. And even if they claim that they are aware of the political situation, they aren't aware of it in the first place. You should never really put political into anything, including movies, anime, manga, games, or even story. If you want to put it out, at least put it that it is meant that it's a political thing. At least people will be aware, and if people don't like it, they don't buy it. But the moment you're trying to put it into things, obviously people who is not aware, they will also go with the idea, if they don't like it, they won't buy it. And even more so when the company person and they say that if you don't like it, don't buy it. That's what the gamers are doing right now. They don't like it. That's why they are not buying it. And instead of like saying that, hey, you guys will be buying our games, and now because people are not liking your game and now you're mad at them when you're the one who's going around saying that don't buy the game. It's weird. It's like now they are playing the victim card and it's not happening, and now they are mad about it. It's like, dude, even when the company is already on the last live support, I had no idea what to do for you guys anymore. Like, even if I tell you guys, as with my best suggestion is that drop the DI, stop thinking of trying to catering to LGBTQ only, but also think carefully about what the game is about. Think about the backlash, think about what the gamers and the people have been asking you guys to properly do. It's putting out a proper game, putting out not problematic game. Instead, you guys Ubisoft just decided to just push all the agenda, their ideology, and if they put up an ugly character, they say, oh, it's because there is actually actual people who look like that. And denying the part that there are good looking people out there. At this point of time, if people don't like it, they don't buy it, you can't blame them. No one is gonna buy it, no one gonna have it. And more so when the game have to cost you up to $70 to $100, no one gonna pay for it. It's not worth their money. If you want people to buy a game, the one thing you have to understand, it must worth their money. If a person find a game not worth their money, obviously they aren't gonna pay for it a single deal. So it's really kind of weird that why would they think that gamers is going to buy the game when they aren't. It's so damn obvious. And I even talk about how the Ubisoft Assassin's Creed Shadow is becoming the most hated game ever. It's not going to be a lie. Now the game company is going to be the most hated game company ever now. All because they hired crazy people or Quack people, or even putting out fake job or ghost job along the line. It's really kind of like get you questioning, like, who are they being hiring to do a game in the first place? Not actual people, I guess. But again, I mean, like, you have to understand, this is not the only game company at the moment who is doing this sort of thing, where they're trying to push agenda and ideology along the line. Square Enix also is under the same fire, where they're trying to so-called put up a normal game and putting propaganda or political message into a game that is totally just a simple indie horror game. And somehow Square Enix is like trying not so hard to prove to the whole world they are being that crazy. Even more so that when the interview about Yuji Horii, the creator of Dragon Quest, talk about how it's the Western people with their crazy agenda and their stupid rule, and somehow, somewhere, their company, the Square Enix themselves, as well as the so-called woke people, unhappy about it, and that got the message erased. Like, dude, if they say that it was due to taken out of context, then do a re-show the video with the right translation, because I can tell you, from what I learned of the Japanese, and I listened to him in Japanese itself without the content or with the subtitle, I can assure you he meant what he mean. It's really that they are saying that the people who is really putting out crazy agenda and they aren't aware of why it is so. So to all the Japanese game company, is that if you think that it's the Western people trying to push agenda to you, don't listen. Don't think about it. They are pushing fake information into the Japanese and trying to destroy game industry from the get-go. It's not the first time. But again, at the end of the day, if they still don't understand, look at Sony. Sony had just lost 400 million over a game because it contained all the DEI stuff. And if that is still not a wake-up call for Japanese game company at this point of time, then I don't know what will. But again, this is at the end of the day just my speculative talk. It's just a random chat. Whether you have your own view, your own take, your own opinion, or you want to agree or disagree, write in the comment below, we can discuss it further. But till then, if you do like this video, don't forget to press the like button and subscribe for more random chat where I talk about stuff that sometimes makes sense or doesn't make sense. But one thing I can help before I do end the video is that if you guys want to watch all the video or stuff that is shown on the screen on this video, all of the video will be in the link description below. And you do go and check them out if you guys are interested. But if not, I hope you guys have a nice day or night. Bye.